Greener diet, younger brain. Mediterranean diet slows brain aging. Greener diet, younger brain. Mediterranean diet slows brain aging. You're listening to Technical News Reading, presented by Hakeem Alibokis Alexander on Spreaker and Wisdom, social podcasting, and social audio. Presented for World Reading Club in association with Uniquilibrium. This edition's reading focus comes to us from neurosciencenews.com and is titled Greener Diet, Younger Brain. Mediterranean Diet Slows Brain Aging. It was published today, the time of this reading, on June 1st, 2023, under the category of neuroscience. Summary. Recent research indicates that a green Mediterranean diet can slow down brain aging. A new study found weight loss related to this diet reduced the aging of participants' brains. The participants' brain age appeared almost 9 months younger for every 1% reduction in body weight. These findings underscore the significant impact of dietary habits on brain health. Key facts. 1. The study demonstrated that a 1% reduction in body weight led to a nearly 9-month decrease in brain age. 2. This was a sub-study of the larger Direct Plus trial involving 102 individuals who met the criteria for obesity. 3. The research highlighted a green Mediterranean diet high in dietary polyphenols and low in red/processed meats as a beneficial lifestyle change. Hello, Wandering Fool and Nicole. The source, Ben Gurion University of the Negev. Switching to a green Mediterranean diet positively affects brain health, according to new research from Ben Gurion University of the Negev. Weight loss attenuated brain aging in a sub-study of the Direct Plus trial. Direct Plus was a large-scale, long-term clinical trial over 18 months among 300 participants. The sub-study was conducted by Professor Galia Avidan of the Department of Psychology and Dr. Gidon Levakov, a former graduate student of the Department of Cognitive and Brain Sciences. Their findings were published recently in eLife. The larger study was led by Professor Iris Shai of Ben Gurion University of the Negev, an adjunct professor from the Harvard School of Public Health and an honorary professor at the University of Leipzig, Germany, along with her former graduate student, Dr. Alon Kaplan, and colleagues from Harvard and Leipzig universities. Featured image is a bunch of tomatoes and onions and some other vegetables, looks like some mushrooms, with a couple of unlabeled bottles of olive oil with corks in them. The caption reads, "The findings show that the lifestyle interventions which promote weight loss can have a beneficial impact on the aging trajectory of the brain seen with obesity. Credit to the image goes to Neuroscience News." Glad to see that Neuroscience News is now using their own images. Welcome, Truly Julie, to the room. Neuroscience News continues. Obesity is linked with the brain aging faster than would normally be expected. Researchers can capture this process by calculating a person's brain age, how old their brain appears on detailed scans, regardless of chronological age. This approach This approach also helps to check how certain factors, such as lifestyle, can influence brain aging over relatively short timescales. Levikov, Kaplan, Shai, and Avidan studied 102 individuals who met the criteria for obesity. The participants received a brain scan at the beginning and the end of the program. More tests and measurements were also conducted at these times to capture other biological processes affected by obesity, such as liver health. They used the brain scans taken at the start and end of the study to examine the impact of the lifestyle intervention on the aging trajectory. The results revealed that a reduction in body weight of 1% led to the participants' brain age being almost 9 months younger than the expected brain age after 18 months. This attenuated aging was associated with changes in other biological measures, such as decreased liver fat and liver enzymes. Increases in liver fat and production of specific liver enzymes were previously shown to negatively affect brain health in Alzheimer's disease. Our study highlights the importance of a healthy lifestyle, including lower consumption of processed food, sweets, and beverages in maintaining brain health, says Dr. Levikov. We were encouraged to find that even a weight loss of 1% was sufficient to affect brain health and lead to a 9-month reduction in brain age, says Professor Avidan. The findings show that lifestyle interventions which promote weight loss can have a beneficial impact on the aging trajectory of the brain seen with obesity. The next steps will include figuring out whether slowing down obesity-driven brain aging results in better clinical outcomes for patients. In addition, the study shows a potential strategy to evaluate the success of lifestyle changes on brain health. With global rates of obesity rising, identifying interventions that have a positive impact on brain health could have important clinical, educational, and social impacts. The Direct Plus trial research team was the first to introduce the concept of the green Mediterranean high polyphenols diet. Really? This modified Mediterranean diet is distinct from the traditional Mediterranean diet because of its more abundant dietary polyphenols, phytochemicals, which are secondary metabolites of plant compounds that offer various health benefits, and lower red or processed meat. On top of a daily intake of walnuts, 28 grams, the green Mediterranean dieters consumed 4 cups of green tea and 1 cup of Wolffia globosa mankai plant green shake of duckweed per day over 18 months. The aquatic green plant mankai is high in bioavailable iron, B12, 200 kinds of polyphenols and protein, and is therefore a good substitute for meat. Additional researchers included Anat Yaskolka Mir, Ehud Renault, Gal Saban, Hila Zelika, and Professor Jan Shalef of BGU, as well as Matthias Bleuer, Uta Seglerek, Michael Stumvoll of the University of Leipzig. Funding. This work was funded by grants from the Deutsche oh my gosh. Forschungsgemeinschaft. Forschungsgemeinschaft. All right, wow. Deutsche Forschungsgemeinschaft, DFG, German Research Foundation, project number 209933838 SFB 1052, the Rose Trees Trust, Israel Ministry of Health Grant, Israel Ministry of Science and Technology Grant, and the California Walnuts Commission. None of the funding providers took part in any stage of the design, conduct, or analysis of the study, and they had no access to the study results before publication. About this diet and brain aging research. Author Ehud Zion Waldoks. Source Ben Gurion University of the Negev. The original research is under open access and is titled The effect of weight loss following 18 months of lifestyle intervention on brain age assessed with resting state functional connectivity by Galia Avidan and others in eLife. Neuroscience News will return in a moment with an abstract from the paper titled, well, you just heard it. You've been listening to Technical News Reading, presented by Hakeem Alibokus Alexander on Spreaker, Social Podcasting, and Wisdom, Social Audio Inc. Neuroscience News returns with the abstract titled, The Effect of Weight Loss Following 18 Months of Lifestyle Intervention on Brain Age Assessed with Resting State Functional Connectivity. Background. Obesity negatively impacts multiple bodily systems, including the central nervous system. Retrospective studies that estimated chronological age from neuroimaging have found accelerated brain aging in obesity, but it is unclear how this estimation would be affected by weight loss following a lifestyle intervention. Methods. In a sub-study of 102 participants of the Dietary Intervention Randomized Controlled Trial Polyphenols Unprocessed Study, Direct Plus trial, we tested the effect of weight loss following 18 months of lifestyle intervention on predicted brain age based on magnetic resonance imaging assessed resting rate functional connectivity, RSFC. We further examined how dynamics in multiple health factors, including anthropometric measurements, blood biomarkers, and fat deposition, can account for changes in brain age. Results. To establish our method, we first demonstrated that our model could successfully predict chronological age from RSFC, which is resting state functional connectivity, in 3 cohorts. We then found that among the Direct Plus participants, 1% of body weight loss resulted in an 8.9 months attenuation of brain age. Attenuation of brain age was significantly associated with improved liver biomarkers, decreased liver fat, and visceral and deep subcutaneous adipose tissues after 18 months of intervention. Finally, we showed that lower consumption of processed foods, sweets, and beverages were associated with attenuated brain age. Hello, Dr. Dunny Dubey and Favor Obasi Ike. Welcome to the room. Conclusions. Successful weight loss following lifestyle intervention might have a beneficial effect on the trajectory of brain aging. And there's funding from this one was the German Research Foundation, DFG, the Israel Ministry of Health, Israel Ministry of Science and Technology grant, and the California Walnuts Commission once again for that. You've been listening to Technical News Reading presented by Hakeem Alibokus Alexander on Spreaker, Social Podcasting, and Wisdom, Social Audio Inc., presented for World Reading Club in association with Uniquilibrium. This edition's reading focus has come to us from neurosciencenews.com and is titled Greener Diet, Younger Brain. Mediterranean Diet Slows Brain Aging. You can read this article and others like it for yourself by visiting neurosciencenews.com. That's neurosciencenews.com. Neurosciencenews.com. Greener Diet, Younger Brain. Mediterranean Diet Slows Brain Aging. Published on June 1st, 2023 under the category of Neuroscience. Neuroscience News asks you to join our newsletter. Sign up to receive our recent neuroscience headlines and summaries sent to your email once a day, totally free. We hate spam and only use your email to contact you about newsletters. You can cancel your subscription anytime. Neuroscience News posts science research news from labs, universities, hospitals, and news departments around the world. Science articles cover neuroscience, psychology, AI, robotics, neurology, brain cancer, mental health, machine learning, autism, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, brain research, depression, and other sciences. Technical news reading.